What's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Just got done dropping my kids out of school. Hair's still kind of jacked up. Not even fully ready for the day, but just want to come in and say, um, you're only crazy. You're not crazy, but you're only crazy until you're not. You know what I mean? People have looked at us throughout this play like we're fucking crazy, like throwing their money away. That's never gonna work. Um, it's a scam. All these things. And what I've discovered over the past few years in the market is there's no end or limit to the manipulation that the market will do to get the money. It's crazy, man. It's something that'll make people do things that they normally wouldn't do. There's people that go to jail for freaking killing people over money. There's people that steal money from people they love. There's people that um, will scam people and say they're homeless and do this and that because they don't want to work to make money, and they'll make money. There's just a lot of things. There's no end to the limit of things that people will do for money. So with that being said, it's not so crazy. You don't sound that crazy that the market or whoever is involved on this other side would do all the things, the conspiracy type things that we've not we, but that people, the community have thought of or said that could be done. Or, you look at GameStop. No one thought anyone was going to make any money off of that. And then when they did, it was like, oh man, I think they learned something from that. Whoever the other side is, they learned something. So I don't know, they've probably implemented techniques against us that they learned in GameStop because they don't want that to happen again. And I didn't want to make a video on all these ideas and conspiracies of what could happen and what might not be happening, what is happening. And I don't know. I don't want to start guessing, but I just really want to come in and say you're not crazy. You know what I mean? Like these things, the market's a trip, man. It can go from one way to another real fast. Look at 2008, the housing bonds, the market crash, the housing. It was just a mess back then. There was people that were getting into houses that didn't even have jobs. They were just approving them, credit, boom, approved. They're paying the rent, but things aren't getting paid above that. What I'm trying to say is there's just so many things that can happen behind the scenes that we're not aware of. That everything looks good one day, and it can go good for years and years and years, and then suddenly when it pops, it pops. And when it comes to AMC, I don't want to be on the outside looking in thinking like, man, I should have just held my shares, or oh, I should have this and that. I would rather go out swinging knowing that I put money into something that I had done my due diligence in. So do your own DD before you invest in something. But I would rather go out swinging knowing that I put money in, and if they totally rig it and take it and my money's gone at some point, then I know this wasn't me making a mistake. This wasn't you making a mistake. You did your due diligence. You did what you should have done, really. I mean, the only thing we really can do, or not we, what I can do for this, and the only thing I can do is buy and hold. I can, it's basically it. So, but like I said, when something like this pops, it pops. And then everyone's like trying to get in. Oh, I wish I'd have been in. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd have known about it. And then they're looking for the next thing. A lot of us are doing the same thing because we missed GameStop, and GameStop still has potential to do it again. But in my opinion, but like I said, I made a post earlier. I have a buddy that worked fast food, got into GameStop real heavy, and I mean every paycheck he was putting money in, and I didn't know about it. He just told me later, he's put money in. He wound up making a lot of money to where he does not have to work if he doesn't want to. He chooses to work, but the dude's he went from living in a trailer, barely making ends meet. I mean, the dude was always scruffy looking, broke, to where at this point now he's got himself a nice little home, a car, still working the job, but he doesn't need to. He just wants to stay busy, I guess. You know what I mean? And he doesn't need to work. He's got money. Like money is not an issue for him. I can't really say, or I don't really even technically know how much he made, but I know it was enough to, just from what he told me, it was enough to he could have lived off of for a few years without even having to lift a finger for work. But, did the smart things, working, still grinding, still playing the market, and he's in AMC as well. But that's what I'm saying. Like, something like that, I was in, but very small. I didn't really know what was going on with it. I think I made a couple $100 off of the squeeze, you know what I mean? So, I probably had a couple shares, that I sold way early and learned from it. So now I was on the outside looking in thinking, damn, I should have been loading up. So at this point, like I said, I want to go out swinging. I would rather, how do I word this? I would rather it didn't happen and I was putting my money in, rather than it did happen and I didn't have nothing in it. I don't know if that even makes sense. It's kind of early, man. I need to go get me some coffee and all that shit. But what I'm saying is you're not crazy. The due diligence is there. We've looked at it, the things that have happened. I mean, I made videos on Adam Aron last night being a CEO and doing CEO stuff. And I'm not happy about it because I don't think he should have done what he's done. I don't think we should have a reverse split for my interest, for the short squeeze interest, for him, the business side, to take money for him in the business. That's why I think he did it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying that's just what he did. But with that being said, I'm gonna keep fighting, man. I'm gonna keep plugging away. I'm adding into GameStop as well. I think GameStop has potential again. And I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, but just my thoughts. So don't feel discouraged if you're in this play and you're down and you're in the negative and you're feeling like, oh my God, I told my family we were going to be rich. Don't stress it, man. Our blessings will come. I'm sure of it. So, and like I said, no guarantees. I'm not saying that, but in my gut feeling, my heart of hearts, I do feel like I'm on the right path. So be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.